And so there are some numbers that Jamaica just seem to refuse to confront. And these statistics alone should have more than forced national reckoning. Last year, the police took the lives of some 311 Jamaicans, largely Jamaican men. Year to date, another 136 persons have already died at the hands of law enforcement in Jamaica. Now, despite how staggering those figures are, there appears to be no sustained national outrage, no emergency parliamentary inquiry, no comprehensive reform agenda, and no meaningful policy shift. What is more disturbing is the comparison with criminal homicides. The police have taken the lives of 136 Jamaicans year to date. Year to date, the country has seen some 184 homicides. Out of that 184 homicides, at least 50 of those are domestic homicides. People on people issues of domestic disputes, and rather than resort to some kind of arbitration, they take. That is a problem that needs to be addressed. But let's look at the portion of these homicides attributed to criminal suspects. Just about 130, right? Now, if these figures hold, then the deadliest group of Jamaicans in the country is the organized force operating as the police, the state, not the criminals, right? And that should terrify every single Jamaican, regardless of which side of the political divide.
Jamaican police cannot wear body cams. Not only will 90% of them go to prison within 3 hours of this being released, a good chunk of you guys and politicians, musicians would also go to prison. In hindsight, it is a great idea. It really keeps everybody accountable. And really and truly, if you're police and you're against body cams, you might be doing something shady. But as a member of the public, I wouldn't be so far with pushing the agenda that they should wear body cams, because it could backfire on a lot of us. Just imagine the police stops you for a broken headlight. Or imagine you left your license at home. Jail immediately. Or they catch you speeding, cuff, bad driving. If they're wearing a body cam, even if they would like to give you a chance, they legally cannot, because they will lose their jobs. But on the other hand, it would keep the police accountable for things that they do. So they'll give certain things that they would normally do a second thought. But really and truly, let's be honest, this is Jamaica. They're not going to wear their body cams. And even if they do, they're just going to turn them off.
Because if we are buying into the argument that the police can indiscriminately go up on the street and snuff out the lives of people who they claim are suspect, you know. I'm walking on the street and somebody point me out or something, or the police feel that I look suspicious. Look suspicious of what? But on the basis of that suspicion, that's what we're doing, you know. The police is eliminating people on the basis of suspicion. And they are doing that in generally marginalized communities, right? So the public, as a consequence, see the police in this kind of light, and the police sees the citizens within these communities as adversaries, not as citizens of Jamaica, but as adversaries. And so they believe that, them can do and get away with anything. Violence has always been the go-to approach for Jamaica's police. We have, over the last 30, 40 years, come up with dozens of different squads, and all of them serve the same purpose.
I am at the divisional office for the council for this Granville division. Is Mr. Troop, as we call him. Mr. Troop has been council here for more than what, 20 years?
31 years.
31 years. So him is a 6-star, 8-star general, as they say in the political process.
7-star general.
A 7-star general. Mr. Troop, you have weathered many storms in Granville. For the last, 2 years or 2.5 years, there have not been an incident of killing or murder which has taken place in Granville.
Well, let me tell you something. As I said before, I used to be up in the morning to go to shooting. Right now, I'm up in the morning to go to scene that police shoot. So we have first time the gunmen against gunmen, now the police against citizens of Granville.
But why is that so? What has the people of Granville been doing or is doing?
Let me tell you, we have achieved over the last 10 years that the Granville division is in a state where everywhere in the division, every corner, people can come together and party together.
And party together.
That's an achievement.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean now? The government is now putting the young men and young women's life in danger because of the statement that Andrew Warren said. Police are out there trying to find somebody to kill, to get a stripe.
I don't understand that. Talk to me.
If you can kill 3 or 4 somebody as a shooter for police, you get a stripe, get a promotion. That's what they're working for now, promotion.
So that is a part of the hidden understanding of what seems to be taking place in the police?
Exactly. Hidden for a promotion.
Everybody come in prison. If that is where you think the officer belongs, who shot and killed Lataya Bulging. Again, we need it up on this one. Everybody come in prison if you think the officer who shot and killed Lataya Bulging in Granville, St. James belongs. Because some persons are saying that I defend the officer, I defend himself. Yes, we're going to talk about it. Alright? Now, also coming up in this report, everybody, a senior member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force has condemned the action of the police officer who shot Lataya Bulging in the chest. He described it, and I'm going to tell you all about what he said, including Isaac Buchanan, in this detailed report. I'm a little bit late with this video, everybody, but better late than never. So here's Virtual TV, not forgetting to give you a post every single day. One post a day, keep idleness away. Different location, different setup with a whole heap of things to come. I've been saying that for quite some time. I'm gonna look like nothing happen. In the meantime, leave a like on the video, share the video, repost the video, and follow the page. Welcome to Virtual TV yet again. Now, a senior officer has condemned the action by the member of the constabulary who shot and killed Lataya Bulging in Granville, St. James. He says that the action by the security force member is inhumane. It is described as disgraceful. Now, the officer who wished not to be named says the lady never deserved this. Now, prison is what many persons are saying that this officer belongs. It's a stretch though, right? Because they're saying so far the only action that has been taken, right, by the constabulary, it is to interdict the officer, meaning to remove him from duties. So far, Isaac Buchanan chimed in on the situation and says that no member of the state is bigger than the Constitution, and we're all sheltered under one protection. He says that life is sacred and everybody must be protected. Now, Isaac Buchanan will be representing the family of Lataya Bulging, and he goes on also to say that Dr. Horace Chang needs to clarify his statement about what he said about police officers wearing body cams, and that the officer who committed the offense
who shot Lataya bulging in the chest needs to get a lawyer. He needs to face the system like everybody else. Rogue officers should not be tolerated. We can't have officers, members of the constabulary, policeman and woman who took the oath to serve and protect and move like Robocop. We don't depend on that. What are your thoughts? We have more to come. Enjoy the rest of the day.
So that means Andrew Holness should be arrested. Listen, if a government can't keep control of the country and they swore to protect and serve and not effect and hurt, and they told the police to unalive people if they can't keep control, then Andrew Holness should be arrested. No law can support this. Alright, cool. Listen. Every businessman know this. Every Dan know this. Every Rastaman know this. Emotions never count. Well, Anna, you tell me, say, people get upset and say, them a do too much, the gunman them a do too much things. Now the police them a do a whole heap of things. Or too much things. Hold on a little bit. So who defend we when the police them wrong? Andrew Holness should be arrested. This man called for the extermination of the population on more than one occasion. Andrew Holness exposed the police them to it. Yeah. You know, long more under that video. And you make it talk more under that video, brother. Andrew Holness exposed the police them to it. If I sit here and say Andrew Holness forget this or that or forget, the police them would have reached here already. But when Andrew Holness say exterminate people, the police them reach where we there. Why no conscious police never walk up in a Andrew Holness home or in office and arrest him? Andrew Holness should have been arrested from him make a statement there. Them should have walk up to him house and arrest him. Everybody in Jamaica, all the citizens of Jamaica, 2.8 million people. It take only 100,000 or 10,000 or even 100 of us to appear to make a citizen's arrest. It doesn't matter how bad you behave. That now have nothing to do with Andrew Holness' emotion. Their job is to protect and serve, not to effect and hurt. This is my poem to Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness should be arrested. Period.
Mr. Chung Chuck or what you want him, Genghis Khan or what you want him. Cause, yo, what go on? Your brother will walk in a church and murder a female brawlingly. Oh, we don't hear nothing about that. But go down to Granville, we see 4-year-old, 17-year-old, and a 45-year-old female get unalive. One of the people open on the yard, them try to trick way. Because what you pray now, if them a fight crime and knows for every bad man there, oh, them a find that they youth there yet and we be public to the news. And now you come about still in a gunman. We come about the government and the security minister. And the commissioner of police, and stop wipe out the black race of Jamaica people. Because we know, and uno know, government official and politician, uno know send a real bad man now dead. I be innocent you to none life.
Another issue that arose in Parliament today is that several Integrity Commission reports connected to the staff at the Firearm Licensing Authority were tabled in the House of Representatives, and rightly so. These reports relate to failures to file statutory declarations in accordance with the law. However, the far more significant reports concerning the operations, governance, and management of the FLA itself still have not been tabled, despite reportedly being submitted to Parliament from the Auditor General since the end of March. This issue already sparked major controversy yesterday, with opposition MPs walking out of Parliament in protest over concerns about what appears to be very selective tabling of reports in this House. What Jamaicans are now seeing is reports involving relatively junior public officers being tabled quickly, while reports reportedly dealing with governance concerns, firearm licensing irregularities, poor administration, and other serious matters involving the FLA itself remain withheld from Parliament. This is a critical national security agency responsible for firearm licensing in Jamaica, and public confidence in that system matters. Public concerns surrounding the FLA did not emerge overnight. Under Executive Director Shane Darling, who is a former two-time Jamaica Labour Party candidate for political office, he has had long-standing complaints against him from firearm dealers, firearm ranges, and citizens about inconsistent licensing decisions, politically targeted reviews, and what some have described as witch hunts against lawful firearm holders. Mr. Darling was also at the center of the highly publicized bullet-making machine controversy, which caused major alarm across the country and internationally before the claims were heavily disputed and the equipment described as an ordinary machine shop device. Against this background, the continued withholding of these reports only deepens public concern. Transparency cannot be selective, especially in matters involving national security and public trust. This is your update from your information spokesperson, Nikisha Burchell.
Yeah, me people. I watch that video there. A yard with the girl that then call him Bojo, the police and kill. I watch that video there about 10 times to really look where the girl could have really do get killed right there. So, and my people, the police and stop a lady, you know. I ask them documents and then get them documents. And them there wait. One of the police and stand up in front of the vehicle. See me I say, and me don't know, but the vehicle barely move off. And the police just draw out of the way and fire the shot. You see, to me, my people, if that girl had have her foot on the gas when she get shot, that vehicle would have chuck off more if you go across the road away by it go. Because if you get shot like that, wherever your foot the pan or jam down pan, your foot will go sit down pan that most of the vehicle will go fly away. And for the vehicle stop like that, it not more the girl there. And true, she probably did and wait for the police and she get frustrated and ease up her foot off of the gas a little bit and the van just move off a little bit. And she just clamp it back and the police shoot her same time. And the van just tuck down like so. So if at the gas pedal her foot the depan, that vehicle will go cross road go lick up man because she get shoot. So all of them things that sink down in the blood clot gas. My people, me I tell you the truth with God love. That police figure life imprisonment. My people, me no busy with nobody wants say. Me no know how them police are here take set pan people who are run taxi. So me no know if I truly yes a white plate, you know we are run illegal because me used to do it too. But the police and take said pan taxi man a yard and taxi woman a yard like a criminal them. So me no see why you go stop a taxi. And you go stop a taxi with your gun the pancake then. And no murder you stop. And this them do for a long time at Jamaica. When police stop taxi man a yard, you know, then deal with taxi man like taxi man a buckler criminal, you know. Yes, you might have run illegal because of a red plate or white plate. But daily, the citizen of Jamaica more better than that, man. Because enough people are there do enough illegal thing more than that. Want to deal with a little bit more better than that. A man run like a robot taxi. I want to go whole gun pan him and the van might little move off. I want to shoot the blood clot lady like that, man. No, sir. This don't look good, I don't sound good, my people. Me I tell you, say, me grieve to me heart for see, say this a police a fire the blood clot chatting in the car, just kill a woman like that just so. Me I tell you the truth, my people. Me I tell you the truth. This don't look good, none at all. And a heaven and earth. It don't look good. It don't look good, my people. And I need to start with the right thing. We need to start combine and work with each other. Because uno remember saying, uno have PMP, uno have labor rights. But you see, every party where there, the party is the people. So you say if uno no stand up as a people no and show them say uno no matter what them want say what uno say uno them are serving them and uno if you really serve them and them are serve uno, you know, uno need to stand up with each other right now because it's Jamaica gone to the bumbuckler dog.
Family of Bujo. Man I lie. Me feel no pain. Jaja. Jano, me feel no pain. But I want that video to reach you. I hope that video reach you. My condolence to you. All of you. I feel no pain. Remember me a blogger. I remember the all of the audio tricks. I remember at the whole away life as a blogger, the panda line here. Because Andrew only to do anything. The man followers them always strong and all of them, they will do anything to lock up the mouth of the Jamaican people. They will lock off a voice. They don't want to be heard. So my advice to you is this. Stop seek justice. Stop from seek justice from the law. Me make a video before, but me have to tell you this now. I'm on the video for reach, you know. Stop from seek justice from the law. Every time I try to seek justice from the law, it affect me, it irritate me. Because me, myself, know that we're not going to get any justice. We're going to go a court and go some place and spend some money and buy on know that no blow off $1 million already and nothing don't come out of it. But I don't know that no say 6 years and 10 years pass and Buju not get no justice. If you don't want true justice, you have to take true justice on hand. If you don't want true justice, you have to leave the law alone and do this by yourself. Now, my advice to Uno is bury Buju peacefully. Write a letter to Buju and not bury Buju. Make sure say the police real name stated in the letter. Write a revenge letter. Make sure say Uno write and tell Buju everything one want for done to this boy and whosoever involved in this thing. Make sure you write a proper letter. Bury Buju with a seal back la room in our coffin. Send back Buju. Go take revenge on whoever do our things. Stop from talk about una wait for law. Stop from talk about una wait for law. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to get no justice. We're not going to spend money and spend money and spend money so tell Buju case just wipe away, wash away, and then find something to pin pan Buju. Because they might dig for more information, the court system and everything. Everybody, they're going to fix things. They're going to fix things. Alright? Because a police do it. And police normally just take them off for frontline duty for a while. Then give them that job after a while and everything and their life go on same way and your family perish. Listen to me. Do the right thing. Leave the plot card story. Stop from go. That's more and more una get killed. Cause more and more una go get killed for this thing because Andrew Onis don't tell them the shooter first and ask question after. And it's like me just tired, me just sick, me just tired for see una go down just like that and like una understand the court system and the justice system. Leave those things alone. Look through justice for yourself. Dig through justice for yourself. That's how we have to angle this thing now. Stop from look justice from the police. Stop from look justice from the court. Stop from look justice from the law system. Don't look no justice from justice system. Leave them alone. Alright?
You know, so the Jamaican constabulary force, I get from bad to worse, them not have no regards when it come on to people life. If this is the definition of how you protect and serve, something wrong. Something definitely wrong. When we watch the video and see how the policeman shoot the woman and draw her out of the vehicle and throw her in the back of the police jeep like a dog, like an animal. It's sad. It's sad, you fuck. It's sad. I know. My body numb just watching the video. I can't believe says a woman the man I deal with like that. Now, Mr. Prime Minister, what you gonna do about this? A whole heap of things the police them are going with from the other day, you know. Whole heap of things the police them are going with and them are get to with it. The police them are use the force as cover for operate as criminal. What you are going to do about this, Mr. Prime Minister? I saw you are going to have the police and murder the citizens them of the country. What you think are going to happen? This not look good. It not look good, it not feel good. Nobody is above the law. You can't join the force to take this advantage of people, to deal with people like dog. Everybody have a family who love them. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. It pain my heart. Now me really I wonder to myself, say, me get out of Jamaica. Me become a citizen of a different country. And me love Jamaica so much that everything me have done, me I invest it. Sometimes me I think twice. Me I say, then I really a country where there is no law and order, no human rights, where the government no care about the citizen. You really have stressed out yourself to go back to. Mind you, things happen everywhere, but this is just unacceptable. The police, them thinks that them is untouchable. Them deal with people like them is God Almighty. What gonna happen now? What gonna happen now? Look on this, Mr. Prime Minister. Tell me how it look. This can't continue. It can't continue. Then you really expect, say, with all of this, you're going to have people that trust police and rate police and have respect for police? When you not deal with civilians like this? It'll get out of...
I'm going to play for you a very serious allegation that is floating around with this Bojo saga. That's a lady that was unalived by the police officer on Sunday the 17th up in Granville, St. James. This allegation is very serious. And if there's any truth to it, I'm going to play it. Then it would have changed the whole dynamics of this case. Now, if it is not true, I think action needs to be taken because this allegation is deep, very, very deep, and it's been floating around. And so I'm reaching out to the relevant authorities to take action and investigate this allegation. And so if there's any truth to it, they need to do what they need to do. And if there's no truth to it, they also need to do what they need to do. Now, check this out. She was marked for death This is what the man is saying. She was marked for death.
Because she was marked for death. Because in the Mother's Day incident, she picked up a spank shell and put it in her whatever, and then what she put it in her front, and the police wanted that she never give it to her, give it to them. Yesterday, the same policeman came back and attacked the girl and said, "You remember what happened the last time?" So she was marked for death. It's a very strong allegation. I am telling you that the police said, "You remember what happened the last time?" So she was marked for death. She was marked for death.
Well, I hope the relevant authorities investigate this allegation, because if there's any truth to it, then we would have known that she was targeted. And these are the things that happen when people are, you know, saying things. This is a grown man, and I hope his source is credible source, but he's putting that out there, and so it needs some attention. It needs to be investigated if it is credible, and action need to be taken according to the outcome of the investigation. Let me know what you have to say in the comment section.
To the policeman them, the police them in Jamaica, we actually a kill off the innocent citizens them. I want to ask you a question, because I want to understand this, you know. Do you guys realize that as a police officer, you still have bills to pay, you come from the ghetto, you alone go home at night, you have to go home, go live in the community, them when you kill people and they do all kind of things. You realize, say, no live uptown. All of you are police and you are big commissioner and this and that and whatever no one can say. You live in the places them where and this, we the citizens them meet up in the same supermarket. You pick them go to the same school, them free pick them go. You realize the things them wanna do. You come from poor families, poor background, and you come out and bossy with it, a slaughter on own people them for nothing at all, and a kill off on own people them for nothing at all. Una kill off on own people them, innocent people them, una come and kill them off, una murder pitney, and una have pitney too. Una kill pitney, and una have pitney too. Is them una realize say we are unu a meet up at same supermarkets. We are unu go same parents and teachers meeting. Una realize we are no found now even have drive, not have a car for yourself. Una realize we are taking the same taxi and the same bus them for go work a morning time. The same people them wanna kill out. Una realize say we wanna come buy food from a restaurants. Una realize these things. Una realize say we wanna see a traffic stop, when a stoplight, we wanna stop where a stoplight and stop up on the road. Una realize we are una. And we are una realize una the prime minister no live in the same house, no live in the same community, because the whole of una work for him, no live in this uptown community. Una police, una realize una no consider as no upper class. Una same poor people, downtown people. Una nobody consider to them, una just a work for them. Una expendable. Like we, the citizens where them a murder out there, like how them a bring me like a goat to his slaughter. I want to realize them something here. When people decide to turn against you and kill you, Andrew Willis in bed, Dr. Chang in bed, the whole of them, all of them in them bed. When all of them big MP, then the whole of them dead in bed, you know. When on the outer road at night time they work, you know. You kill out on own people them. Because even those people who work for look down upon and consider to be poor and lower class and poorer class and middle class and whatever they want to call you. I don't know if you realize that the same community you go back home to after you're going to go kill much people. Because you work for police, you work for government, you work for law enforcers and sit down and do all of these things. A lot of the killings them on the kill can be avoided, you know. A lot of them can be avoided. A lot of these things, why every time nobody in no argument and no from altercation, the first thing do is start step to having to make the first move be a lethal move. Where somebody have to dead. Why not talk out nothing? Why not use the law how you supposed to use? Why? Every bullet in your gun, Mr. Officer, or somebody life. If you fight, because we don't know waste gunshot. So it's just every bullet when in a gun, just look at it at Jamaica population, and every bullet when in a gun belong to one of we out there. Look, Panny. You don't have family, you don't have mother, you don't have children, some don't have a wife, you don't have girlfriend, you don't have brothers and sisters. What if people get up and decide, say, alright, then start turn pan uno? You don't think about the things they want to do? How you go and go sleep at night time knowing so you kill innocent people? That means you kill one gunman and one rapist and one murderer, but you kill people with nothing. Because I have freedom of speech and all of these things. How you feel at night time? How you feel at daytime? If you know say you there work and your picnic gone to school and you can't protect your child because your child gone to school. You think that you are police? People fear if you take when you picnic and kill, you picnic and do all things to the picnic and no woman, when you have no mother. You can't protect all of them. You know? The best way to protect your family as an officer is to be a loyal servant to the public, not just to the government, but to the public, where in which they themselves can look out for your youth because they must say, oh, the better they now want good policeman in our and sell out policeman, our honest policeman, our real better that, and not because my police, but it's a genuine man that so people are look. You can't look a gun where you have can't protect. You can't work and protect your people when in Ghana school, or your wife when in Ghana work, or your girlfriend in Ghana, or your mother when in Ghana work, or your mother when in the home by yourself, or your brother and sister no way. Your family. You know, if you think when you not do some things, you know. Somehow you need somehow you need to get taser go work. Somehow if you have taser, then if you give no taser and button for go work and stop you no gun. Because the first thing you do is shoot. Shoot and kill people. That's all you do. I'm telling you something, what did happen to Jamaica police? They roll with tasers too. So when you get catching us and if they wear body camera, so when you catching a certain act and the government can prove so you guilty of murder, you go to prison go suffer. Somehow you don't forget all death sentence. Because here the joke is where it is necessary for you use a taser should be used. I so me see it. Because if Jamaica they Americanize, why you can't fully Americanize then? If you can't allow certain things to go on in Jamaica, why you can't fully Americanize then by the law to see where the police force and everywhere else? You must remember say and the poor people them one of the murder. The so-called poor people and the lower class people one of the murder. And remember say uno and them meet up a super plus. And uno and them meet up a parade. And uno and them they meet up a meat shop. And uno and them meet up a school and pit them go. And uno and them they meet up in the same community. And uno and them meet up in the same funeral and for bury uno people them. And remember them something say uno and them meet up in a taxi or in a traffic and stoplight. How uno they go what uno they go do when people start operate like uno? When people start target uno police where turn up a stoplight at the time, just a random police. A few bad police make it bad for even the good police officer. Because remember saying, if you keep on a press on the people, them and they push on these people, you know. Them are go push back. People are go push back. It only takes 1 and 2 people to start developing courage for the CSA here one out. Anyways, one police will mash him up, you know. Or anybody for him. So when you not do these things, nobody thinks that the government can protect you from the people, from the citizens of the country. Where we don't even know much time to say probably all 10 times the people of the country, right? Greater than the number of police and soldiers were there. So you must think when you not push these agendas and they push these things from people that kill them and murder our people, family members. You must remember, say these people can push back. We, the people, can push back, and we always greater and outnumber no matter what. Uno not have no love and compassion in our no heart. So how no one there with people girl pitney? Uno policeman where they murder out woman and they murder people. How uno one there with people girl pitney and have relationship and have pitney? How no one have a relationship with people, woman, people, daughter, and at the same time they grow and they murder out people. Murder out a woman's son and a woman's daughter, women. My God, man.
Jamaican people, who do you fear most? You fear the police and the soldier them more than you fear criminal. The man them go on and shoot down innocent people. You fear them more than you fear the police and the soldier them. Because when it's forward to a criminal, you know, it's hard for me to identify a criminal, you know. We can't just go out in the streets and see a man, you know, and have it say you have a gun on him, you know. Or the man is a criminal, the man is a wanted man, murderer. You know what I say? But when it's forward to police and soldier, Jamaican people, we easy if you identify them. We easy if you can identify a police and soldier. You know, because have a lot to do with them uniform. If we see them in them uniform, it's like we say, yeah. Even if a man for evil, you know, police uniform and do things, what people are going to say? A police. A man dress up like soldier and do something, what people are going to say? A soldier. You know what I say? So, them easy if you identify. And them end up upon the nation for protect and serve. That's a part of them job description. For protect and serve the nation. But from what day, a crazy shooting are going with police and soldier, you have to wonder what going on, especially police. You know me, I say crazy shooting are going will involve the security force. That you have to wonder what going on. How them a kill off people in our country so. You know, I what about for them special training where them always a state say them get special training. Cause look like the special training when them shoot them when them fire a shot through the training where them get. Each time them shoot at the death spot them a hit. You know, them police now just shoot people and bring them to hospital and then if them get charged, them get charged. When police shoot people, them dead on the spot. You hear me I tell you? Or if them not dead, them have a dirty style where them do where them take people from where them shoot them and throw them in the back of them vehicle. And they drive up and down. Cause even the taxi woman there, we look like she run a robot taxi, bro. What go on there, so police? But I love for you to tell me, what go on there, so? Cause I can see so you get special training, you know. Quick reaction. As the vehicle just goes so. And clearly, you can see say, yo, either when the woman there, if the woman there did plan to drive, and when she gets shot, she put the vehicle in a park. Cause there is no way that vehicle they can then drive. And when the woman gets shot, the vehicle stop. I wish she'd have put her foot on the brake. And when they take her out, they make sure they put the vehicle in a park or whatsoever. So what go on for that woman that get shot? Because clearly it show me say that woman that never did go drive off. Because if she did plan to drive off and step on the gas there, probably have you get time to touch your pistol. Or probably your rifle you use, because you have it in your hand too. But I don't feel like the shot where you fire would have just killed the woman. So. You know what I say? Or when the woman gets shot, she never dead. And here come in the dirty style again. Take her up quick, chew her in the back, drive up and down till she bleed out. And that go on. But a whole heap of video camera there, they catch you in the fucking act now. So when I going to tell Jamaican people, say? Eh? Because there is no way you can go back to the station, you know, and the commander telling you say you do a good job, you know. Because the only way you do a good job in a over favor for the system, you know. Because right now, you know, drive a sense of fear in a Jamaican people, them heart. You know, make Jamaican people afraid of you. I don't want Jamaican people to do afraid of you know, where they have to protect and serve the nation. A lie no a blood clot tell. A lie no a tell, bro. You hear me at all? But it clear. It clear as daylight, so we can't trust you. We can't trust you. So how the hell it gonna work? How it gonna work with you within the fucking nation with we? Because there's no way me gonna there and afraid of you. Me not fear. Me not have no fear towards you. You hear me at all, you know? When they have a blood clot protect and serve the nation. So why me I go afraid of you? When you identify yourself as criminal, because when it pertains to criminal, you know, how you make it seems, you know, like that man him evil, him wicked, any man that do this, have this, that, any man that do that, you have all these fucking things for say when it pertains to man when you have a criminal, when them go out there and do some crime. Want to uno now, when you know I do some blood clot crime when I make no sense to we. How if you look at uno? Eh? Jamaican people, uno for wait the fuck up. Yeah, me I told you, uno no wait till this reach a phone doorstep, you know. Then you know go on, I say all these things, cause uno no must end up. Make it true after the smoke clear. If you can't say nothing. Yeah, me I told you, and a serious thing. Jamaican people, uno need for wait the fuck up. At the time now for we unite as a nation. Fuck off with segregation. Fuck off with PMP and labor right. And a while ago I said that lit enough on the chip though. When you confused because you don't know another way. Let me tell you no other way. The other way is we end up done with segregation. We start unite. Unite as one nation. That's the first step. You see the other step? We are going to form a unit. One umbrella. You hear me at all? You see who we down with the system. We are working at the government era and all these things. You see who we down with the system. If them not see the needs to be a part of our community, them not have to join it. You hear me at all? And everything what we are going to do within the community have to benefit the community. You hear me at all? Towards the best interest of who that is a part of the community. And within the community, we are going to have every skilled professional within the community. People can build house, people can do plumbing, people can do electric work, people can fix appliance, people can farm like myself where they in a bush and all. You know what I say? All these things we are going to have within the community. And we are going to share everything within the community. You see, after a couple of years' time, just try to say, you know, who were the itch up in the government sector, I work for the government. Them are going to get laid off. None of them are going to out of job soon. It don't make no sense for them, did it? But you never know. It don't make no sense for them, did it, no more. Because you see, without we, the system can't move. And we put fire within the engine of the system. Without we, the system will crumble. You hear them say Babylon system fall? We never go out there to use the brute force. We never go out there to use the war. We never go out there to war. We never go out there with no weapon. We done without there. You know what I say? We form our own community and we do everything within our community. So you see the whole of these government here and sector, police, lawyer and all these people, them are go out of job soon. And when them out of job, what you feel like them are going to see? Them are going to see the fullness of the corruption where them was a part of. You hear me at all, you know? Them are going to see, say, yo, not never there for them for gain from. Not never there for benefit for them. For them can say them a leave legacy. Unless we are part of the organization. Unless we are part of the corruption. But we refuse to not be a part of the corruption no more. So we segregate ourselves from corruption. You know me, I say, Jamaican people, the system will have to crumble. The system will have to fall. You me, I told the government them, how would them go govern? We don't need them. And them can't run away off our island. Them can't run away off the island. And if them say alright, them people are do too much, make them group up them police and soldier and come. We not for than them. I like 100 to 1. I probably 200, 500 to. You never know. So, when you see it now, the government system are just crumble to. Who's Angeles? Who's Bruce Golden? We don't do them no more. You hear me at all? And within the community, we are going to have leaders, strong mind, you know me, I say all about the upliftment and the benefit of us. Because if you don't play the role where you're supposed to play, you're not going to have that position anymore. Because everything we are aware, we are share information, we are share everything. So, everybody are going to see clearly. And I want somebody to have the understanding, can understand what I go on. So we are share information, everybody have the understanding clearly if you can see what I go on. And I see the corruption where they over there, so. And I see the unity and the love what we have over here, so. You not going to see the benefit. Me not ask you no. Me I tell you no that. Me not ask you no. Me I tell you no that. If we form a community and I move as a unit, me say Babylon system fall quicker than how you quint. Remember me told you that. My brothers and my sister, big up on yourself, because you know God and Goddess, you just don't know how powerful you is. Me there have to tell you now. and never have doubt and nothing when I do. I mean, nobody use words and get on it down. Keeping the mindset positive, keeping the surrounding positive and pre-upliftment always. More life, more love, more level of achievements and goals for the conquer. You me at all, you know? And know so what? Creation love you so much, I truly don't even know that. The system no love none away. Creation favor we and love you more than the system. Big up on yourself, love in abundant always, cause me love you know.
Good morning and welcome to Voice of the People this morning. So today I am feeling somber. Having at 2 o'clock this morning finally received the full video recording of the woman in St. James who was shot and killed by the police yesterday. I'd gotten the video yesterday. It had no sound, so I didn't really have any context. I was watching it. I saw the headlines, but I couldn't find the full video. And then I saw the recording, you know, by my friend Mallow, by MP Marlene Mallahu Ford, who is MP in St. James in that jurisdiction. Where she too was horrified by this occurrence. And the question that came to me is, who are we really as Jamaicans? Or I should go to, what are we? And the tyranny that we spoke about last week, here we're seeing in full view by those who are supposed to protect us. Now, there are a number of things that horrified me. One was just the callous nature of the 3 policemen, the one who did the shooting, that would be his first course of action. And my questioning again about the training of our police and of our security forces. And I thought also, and what also came to me was how similar it was to the, if you really put the 2 things side by side, how similar it was to the shooting of the woman in Minnesota by the ICE agent. Now, the difference as I saw it was that it seems as if this woman may have been running taxi, right? She had private plates. But we saw people alighting from the vehicle, so she may have illegally been doing something. And but my question is, okay, she did something wrong, but did it, or is she allegedly, or it seems as if she may have done something, be doing something wrong, but was her death, her killing the appropriate course of action? Now, it's appropriate that we're hearing sirens passing. I question our level of humanity in our country. I question whether we as Jamaicans really have any interest or care about what is happening around us. I watched the people who were milling about after the shooting, and it was almost as if it was normalized, like nothing had happened. People just kept, there was no running away from the gunshots. There was no, we heard the screaming, and we heard the information that Budra had been killed, which is apparently her name, the driver. But we didn't see Jamaicans, the horror that should have been associated with what had happened. It was almost as if it has become normal. Lastly, it was how she was dragged from the vehicle and thrown into the back of a pickup truck, which has, in my experience over the last 5 years, been a normal course of action with the 5 or so cases that I know of personally, of persons who have been killed by police, by members of the security forces, whether it has been military or police. And just there was no time to wait on photos to be taken, investigations to happen. The crime scene was completely, because it was a crime scene, let's call it the scene, was dismantled within 3 minutes, and the 3 members of the police force acted as if nothing had happened. Their faces were covered. There were no body cams there. So it leaves me to believe, and it leaves me to be fearful as a Jamaican, understanding that it could happen to me. It could happen to me. It could happen to you. It could happen to anyone. And I am so concerned about the dehumanizing of our Jamaica. The tyranny exists. We are in this together, in the tyranny. They say the US cough and we catch a cold. Well, we've caught that cold because those two scenes are so similar. And was it warranted? We have to ask the question, where is our protest? What are we going to do? Just make noise and let it just disappear in 10 days again? Just like it did with the nurse where the man, stepped into her neck and beat her to a pulp. Where we're seeing the killing of the mentally ill nephew of my friend 2 weeks ago. Where's the protest? Where's the uproar? It has become the norm. We have seen these things as normal. And what do we do? Jamaica, are we in this together? Let's see. Let's see where this lands. Let's see what the investigation brings. Let's see if there will be justice. Because for me, I want some justice. We're ready for some justice right now. All right? Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.
What's up, beautiful people of Jamaica, guys? If you see me here, just know it's all about Jamaica. So guys, in today's video I want us to talk about the security issues, because Jamaicans have come out, they have spoken, we have listened, and I really hope that you listen to them speaking about the security concerns in their country. And now I want to bring out a perspective that nobody has talked about yet, and talk to you about it. I really hope you'll understand, and kindly continue supporting this amazing channel. When you support me, you have already supported my family, my children, and I really thank you for that. So I can tell you that Jamaica at the moment is having a very deep conversation, and it's not just about crime, guys. It's about the type of people and the type of the country that this beautiful Jamaica is becoming. So the Granville incident that we just talked about in our previous videos, it did reopen a lot of wounds from so many people, and now everybody is talking about police brutality and justice also. So there has been mass police unaliving, there has been lack of accountability, there has been so much fear and among the people of Jamaica, and also public trust erosion has been happening in Jamaica. So at some point, you'll actually get to see Jamaicans talking about, the police is under pressure, and that, okay, not people saying, but I will say in this case, the police themselves are saying that they are under pressure, and that these criminals that are around the good island of Jamaica are heavily armed and are dangerous. So at the end of the day, what you will get to experience is that what they are trying to bring out is that just by them being under pressure and the criminals also being heavily armed and dangerous, then it forces them to make a split of a second decision, like just deciding, But then here is what we really need to ask as good people, do consider myself as a Jamaican at the moment because I follow so much Jamaican politics and get to understand like what are the people saying and what do I think about the situation. So if over 130 people of Jamaica have so far been reported to be unalived by the police, like that is only this year. Then the question that we are asking is that at what point are we going to stop seeing this as an isolated incident or incidences? At what point? And of course, this is what people are failing to discuss in all these situations. So the issue is not just about the police shooting and all that. It's about public confidence. It's about public trust. Because let me tell you, when the public loses trust in anything that the government is doing in any investigation, then I can tell you that whenever an incident occurs, it will always be political, and every unaliving that occurs in the good island of Jamaica will always be suspicious in some way. That is the repercussion. So that is where the island is at the moment. If you listen to these people carefully from the beginning to the end, that is what you can see. They are at that point whereby now there is no trust between them and the government and the police. And of course, others will believe that if you criticize the police like so much, it will weaken them and it will weaken even crime fighting in the first place in the island. But again, we have strong people that are coming out and saying we should never be silenced. We should never be silent because silence weakens democracy and people will not come out to speak about their rights. So if you look at all this, what we just talked about, for a Jamaican who is talking about the police criticism is going to weaken them, and therefore it will cause weaker crime fighting in the island, and therefore they'll suffer so much. And you look at another person talking about we should never be silent on these cases as it weakens democracy. So in both perspectives, both of them are actually protecting Jamaica, I hope you get it. So what no one has talked about is that many Jamaicans no longer believe the police. They don't believe that these institutions in their island are neutral in any way. What they know is that politics shapes everything in the entire island. And I can tell you, it's not only in Jamaica, but if you also look at Africa, that's the exact thing that happens. So if you actually try to see how these people are speaking out and airing out their opinion, you can quickly notice how every discussion turns into PNP versus JLP, JLP versus PNP. Like even in this insecurity incident in Jamaica, JLP has been involved through the Prime Minister because they actually know him as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. So this perspective is very dangerous when every incident is, put into political perspective even before facts are fully confirmed. People have already jumped into political sides. It's very dangerous because at the end of the day, what I know is that justice should never wear any color. red versus blue, yellow versus green. Never, ever, never. People are talking and they are actually, trying to, they are coming out very bad about this issue. So I don't know if you noticed something that if you look at Jamaicans and what they're saying, it's like a few people are expecting evidence, not like in the past, whereby if something happened, like a huge number of people would actually wait for the evidence. But now, nobody is waiting, because at the end of the day, the government ends up cooking up our stories. You can also see that very few people have this tendency of asking questions like critically and carefully. What happens now is that people just take sides. As long as it has happened, they just take sides immediately. But I can tell you that for a very serious society, it shouldn't function like that. People, like a society, should not be emotional at all time. Yeah, we understand that things do function differently, and they probably could function through trust, through accountability, through transparency and evidence. And these are some of the things that are happening, or rather being discussed in Jamaica now. Body cameras for the police is another topic that I don't see people talking so much about. But again, I'm glad that some few people have come out and they are discussing it. They are demanding body cams for the police. And honestly, I can tell you that the conversation does matter a lot, more than even the people think. Because, with body cameras, it's not only going to protect the ordinary citizen of Jamaica, it's also going to protect these honest police officers, because, police officers have been categorized to be these kind of people who are not nice. But within the police also, there are those that are really nice, and yeah, it's going to protect them. So this is something that is not heavily discussed, but it's very, very important, because a body camera can actually tell you the truth. It will expose any abuse if it happens. It will disapprove any miscommunication or false accusation whenever an incident occurs. And in that case, accountability will be created on both sides of the story, between the police officers and the ordinary citizens. Another thing that people don't talk about is the fact that the police need enough police training. And what we know is that most of them get enough weapon training, but not enough emotional training. According to psychology, when a human being faces any kind of stress, it changes their human behavior. And when there is fear, when they feel fear, or when they experience fear in themselves, it affects decision making most of the time. And in that case, any trauma that happens, it will always affect the judgment of any situation that is happening, any incident. So if police officers in Jamaica are used to operating in these hostile and violent environments, and also without mental support, I can tell you that mistakes will easily happen, because they are not supported mentally on that. Of course, you're not going to actually say that whenever a police officer acts in such kind of manner, It's because they did not go through this mental training. No, it does not in any way excuse any wrongdoing. But if you are in a position to understand our pressure, it will help us to explain why reforms are needed. It will, because police are known for punishments only. But if we understand that they need to go through emotional training, then it will really help people to understand and the government to understand why reforms should actually go beyond punishments. So Jamaica, I can tell you that Jamaica cannot solve its own problem, or Jamaica at this point cannot in any way arrest its own or find its way out of a problem without going through what we just talked about. Another uncomfortable truth that I really need to talk about is the fact that trauma has an impact, and I can tell you any crime that happens anywhere, it traumatizes people, communities, to the point that the community will be like, aggressive policing needs to be applied to any criminal that is found, or anything that happens that seems to be dangerous to any citizens, or the property of any citizen, or the government. That's the impact of trauma. Like, people will support forceful force to anybody, and not because they want it, but it's a trauma that has been caused by the crimes that happen in their communities. Because these people feel exhausted, by the way. They are tired of robberies here and there. They are tired of extortion. They are tired of living in fear. So for them, if the police gets to act in a forceful manner, then they'll feel some kind of protection. And of course, not everybody will feel that way, because others will be like, that's abuse. That is police brutality. So of course, there'll be divisions, which is very normal, because when things happen, we don't get to understand them the same way. Person A will not comprehend it the same as person B. We're talking of the same issue. So if the leadership of Jamaica is not careful, then the good island risks becoming emotionally polarized. You could hear actually one of the Jamaican people talking about or supporting police actions, but majority of them, they were actually not supporting it. But in most instances, you'll see someone supporting any police action that comes into place. Probably it has been announced by the government, they support it. But again, another one will come in and distract the same action that had been put in place. And that is not healthy, by the way. Because, when there is friction, then it's not good. So what I believe is that as a mature society, we should be able to support the fighting of crime, because it's not healthy. We should be able to support and demand accountability. Yeah, that's true, by the way. Because without accountability, then there is no trust, right? And without trust, I can honestly tell you that even good policing will be very, very hard. because, you know, at that point, communities will stop cooperating and they'll stop following instructions, and you know, that kind of environment. So this conversation matters so much, even beyond Granville community, because it talks. We've talked about how our future is going to be shaped. That is now between the police, or between the public people, between the ordinary people and these institutions. I don't know for real what you think about this particular video or our topic today. I really appreciate if you comment down below and tell us what you think about it, because at the end of the day, these are issues that not only affect Jamaicans but also affects a huge part of the population in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.